I've got a pot of boiling water. I've got two actually, a little pot, big pot. And I'm gonna show you how I melt the wax out of my batiks. So here we have, I'm actually on the opposite side of the table that I normally am, so it's a little weird, but here is one of the new scoop neck designs. This is a scoop front and back, and as you can see, it still has wax on it. So it's got the beeswax all covering the design, and this is gonna be this beautiful amber color. So no, you can't really tell. That's the cool thing about it, is you can't really tell what it's gonna look like before you melt the wax out. So I'm gonna put this whole shirt, it's dyed, it's covered in wax, and I'm gonna lower it down into the boil pot, give it a little stir. And these crop tops are so small that I've fit 6 or 7 before in this pot, but I'm gonna do 8 because I'm kind of in production mode and I need it to hurry up. So you can see, well, you can see that the wax is starting to float to the surface. So I'm gonna slowly lower them one by one in here. And the water is not at a full boil. That's not necessary. I've found for this combination, I'm working on an induction stovetop and just the biggest pot I could get at Bed Bath & Beyond. It's not ideal. I'd really like to move to a much larger pot and work outdoors over like a propane burner, but I have not done that yet, so gotta tell my boss to get on it. We are approaching fullness here. Now you can really see the wax start to float to the top. So I'm putting them in one at a time just because this is going to be a really full load, and I want to make sure that each one has enough room and space to kind of move around and melt off. All right, dos más. Go. And if you're doing this at home on an induction stovetop, I'm using, I've got it at an 8 to boil, and then I'm going to turn it down to like a 6 to simmer for a few minutes. And I don't keep them boiling for very long. I've found that the wax that I'm using in this temperature of wax of water is going to remove it pretty quickly, so there's no need to keep it boiling for a long time. I've messed up before and used way less time than I needed, and that's a pain because then I wait for the water to cool and then I have to heat it up and do it all over again. So we're gonna put the last one in now, and now we have 8 crop tops, and look how much wax is on the surface. So the cool thing about this, and I've said this in past videos before, but I just want to share it again, that this wax is totally reusable. So right now it's liquid because it's being melted off, but it's going to cool on the surface of the pot, and then I'll be able to, as the water cools, peel off the wax and use it again. I put it right back into the melting pot, and it's a closed loop system. I'm using local beeswax from a beekeeper friend in South Carolina, and a little bit of paraffin for that crackle that I love so much. Some batik artists only use beeswax, some only use paraffin, some use soy wax, which washes out in your water system, but it doesn't give you that crackle, I've found. So I really love the mostly beeswax, touch of paraffin, and that is wax removal. So now I'm going to let it simmer for a few minutes, and I can, ooh, it's so cool. I can't take it out and show it to you, but I'll show you later. I'm gonna let it simmer for a few minutes, then I'm going to turn it off and let it cool, and by tonight I'll be able to peel the wax up off the surface and take out the crop tops, and then they go in one more wash and dry in the washing machine just to add softness back, and they're ready for sale. So thanks for watching.